Do you guys feel that chill in the air? Well, fall is here, and that means it's time for some cozy and sustainable DIYs. With every video that I've filmed in my room, I have avoided showing my bed. Well, at least the bottom of it. The top is very cute and whimsical, and I feel it fits my vibe very well, but once you pan down, it does not fit that description, and something needs to change. So for today's video, I'm gonna attempt to make my very own bed skirt out of this thrifted bed sheet. If that floats your boat, then be sure to stay tuned, or be square. In one of my recent thrift hauls, I said to keep an eye out for this piece in a later video, and well, it is now that later video. Back in late December, early January, I thrifted this beautiful bed sheet for only $3, and it is brand stinking new. It had the tag still on it. A little disclaimer, today I will be making only one bed sheet, Today I will be making only one bed skirt for one side because my bed has always been against the wall. I'm not the type of person to have their bed in the middle of the room because I need a lot of room to girl boss. The bed sheet is longer than the bed, obviously, so it can tuck underneath and be folded in and everything, but I'm going to take advantage of the entire thing. I'm thinking of scrunching the fabric up to create a curtain-like look, and I think that will look really nice and classy. I like to be able to see the things that I have. If I don't, I will most certainly forget about it. And the storage underneath my bed certainly lacks that luster, so we need to hide this. Oh my god, you like my shirt? Gee, thanks. I just dyed it. Oh my god! And you can check out the before and after of this and many other pieces in my most recent upload, where I dyed many pieces black because I wasn't wearing them, and now I saved them from going into the landfill. So check it out, link in bio. Okay guys, so I'm gonna remove everything from under my bed, and then I'm gonna vacuum the floor, and I'm gonna attempt to move this just so I have a bit more room to work. So let's do it. So while I've been procrastinating doing this project, I've also been researching how to do this project. So on YouTube, I've been watching many videos, and people tend to do this project in many different ways. But one of the most popular ones is people putting the skirt over this ledge. I don't really care for that look, especially with my bedding, which I change out frequently with every season. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to start it from underneath from the wooden slats. Another common thing that I saw that makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever is that people would either staple, nail, or like use wood or fabric glue to attach the skirt to the bed frame. Why? What if you want to change out the fabric for the skirt, or you, like, I don't know. That just doesn't make sense to me. So for today, I'm going to be making little loops to attach around the wooden slats and just tie around. That way, if I need to wash it or change it out, I don't want it anymore, whatever, I can easily get rid of it.
Nice.
So to start, I'm going to measure the bed frame, the height from the floor to the wooden beam, and also how much fabric I'm going to need. The wood beams that I will be attaching the skirt to from the floor to the beam is 14 inches. There are 14 skinny beams with one large beam in the middle, and each skinny beam is 2 inches and the big beam is 4.5. The entire bed frame itself, going long ways, is 6 feet and 4 inches, but I will be utilizing all this fabric, so I will not be cutting it lengthwise. Since I won't be cutting the length of this, and I will only be cutting to go to the floor, to the bottom of the bed. And once I've done that, I will measure out and cut some strips for the tassels so that way the skirt can tie onto the bed. So this is the bottom of the sheet. This is the hem. So I'm keeping this. I do not want to cut this. It is beautiful. It is perfect. So I will be going from the bottom, the hem, and going up 12 inches. And I have my fabric marking tool. And I'm just gonna mark 12 inches all along here. But on the back side, I should probably flip it.
Nope, scratch that, reverse it.
Okay, now that this is all flipped over and this is the bad side, I suppose, the side that will be facing the inside of the underneath my bed that no one cares about. So I will be marking on this side 12 inches all along here. That way when I cut it, I know it's all gonna be 12 inches. I have used this I don't know how many times, but it's not even showing up and I swear it's gonna tear through the fabric, so I need to find something else. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, I just cut a 1 foot strip all the way along this 6'4" piece of fabric. See? So I'm gonna take these pins out and then go on to the next step. Now that this is all cut off, I'm going to put this to the side, and then I'm gonna be doing some math in my head. If I try to explain this, it will not go well. I mean, everyone's bed is different anyways, so my math will not go for your bed. So. Because this is a thinner fabric and I really want this to be durable, since I'm not going to be hammering or gluing or screwing it into my bed, pretend this is a strip that I cut off from this to make the loops. And pretend my arm is one of the wooden beams. Instead of just having it go like that and looping once, I don't think that will be enough. So I'm going to cut a bit of a thicker loop and double it like that, wrap it around, and that will be nice and sturdy. Okay, so after measuring everything once more, including all of the wooden beams to see how much fabric I would need to use for the straps or tassels to tie it on, there are 15 wooden beams or slats total underneath my bed, which I need 15 of these to tie on. And after measuring, each one will need to be about 13 inches. So in total I need 195 inches, which is about 16.2 feet of fabric worth of tassels. I literally just filmed the last 2 clips in slow-mo and I was wondering why it looked so good on the viewfinder. Aww. Anyways, what I was saying is that I cut out 15 strips of this for the tassels, but I need to sew a hem on it because it is fraying, which means it will fall apart if I don't hem it. This is a hem right here where it is folded over and sewed so it doesn't fray like this. So I need to do that on every single edge of all the 15 strips that I just cut, and I'll be using this thread because you won't be able to see it, it's under the bed. Alrighty guys, it is now a few days later and I have finally sewed all 15 of the bedskirt straps or tassels, the tie-on bits. I knew this would take a long time, but oh my god, this took a long time. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in the video, but I'm hand sewing everything. I'm not using a machine. So I've just been sitting in front of my laptop or listening to different albums all the way through, and I've just been sewing all of these, and here we are. And although I did make a lot of progress with those, I still unfortunately have to hem the entire 6 feet 4 inches of this bed skirt. So I gotta do that next, but after that I can attach the tassels and then it'll pretty much be done. So we are so close to being done. Oh my gosh. Let me give you a better angle. Okay guys, I just hemmed the entire 6 feet 4 inches of this. I did this all in one day. I'm very proud of myself. All of this. There's still more. Oh, hold on, we're still going. Oh, there's still more. Hold on. Oh. And now to tie on the tassels. Alrighty, so I have a slight change in plans. It won't really affect this at all. I hope not, it shouldn't. So this is one of the straps that I just sewed with the hem all the way around the border. I originally was planning on folding it in half and sewing it again, so it would be extra durable, but honestly, I feel that it's gonna be totally fine like this. Just tying it around the beam like that. I'm pretty sure it will be fine. And I'm gonna have 15 of these holding up a very light piece of fabric, so I feel it's gonna be fine. Halfway done. It is turning out exactly how I envisioned and how I planned for. Now I just have to sew on 6 more and tie them up, and I will be done. So I'll bring you in closer so you can get a better look at how I do this. So I marked a place where I need to attach a strap. So I take one, have the bad side facing up, the bad side meaning the part where you can see the stitches and hem, the part that you don't want to be seen. We're just gonna fold that in half, like this, so when you fold it, only the good sides are showing. I place the pin in the middle. I'm sorry I chose white, can you even see that? I place the pin in the middle so that way when I'm sewing it on here, it won't fold in any other way, and yeah. The part I have pinned would be at the top. This is where it is attaching to the beams underneath. So I'm going to flip it so the bad side is showing with the hem and all the stitches. And I'm taking the part where it was folded in half. I'm placing it right on top where I pinned it. And then I'm just going to take a few pins and attach it to the part where I hemmed on the skirt. And now I have my thread. I'm gonna leave a few inches, about 3 to 4 inches, and then I'm gonna go take about that much, just about 10 inches, and then I'll cut.
Slay!
And I like to start at the corner. Then I'll just tie a knot so the thread doesn't slip out when I start to hem or sew this on. I flipped it over on the good side so I can see where the stitch is coming out, and then I will push it in, making sure that it goes through all 3 of those layers of fabric. And I don't know any stitching terms. I'm just doing a simple stitch. I'll look it up and I'll throw it on the screen. And there we have it. Now I just have to do 5 more.
No.
Guys, I'm done. I have finally completed this bedskirt project that I've been putting off for half a year. And I don't know what's happening with my hair right now. It's giving Alice Cullen. It's something. But enough jibber jabber. Let's install this bad boy. I am really so happy and so proud of how this turned out. Like, oh my god, this really put my sewing skills to the test. And I did not plan this when I was thrifting a few months back, but I guess I made the conscious decision to purchase a fabric that is very similar, if not the same shade, as my walls. And so I just have to give myself a pat on the back for that. I believe I mentioned this before. I love color, I love pattern, I love organizing, but I absolutely despise seeing everything oot and a boot. And now, my goodness, everything under there is hidden and I can just grab whatever I need. And I just want to say that I'm so sorry to those of you who have been waiting for this video for half a year, but also, you're welcome.
Okay. I see what's happening here.
If you liked this video, then please be sure to leave a like. And if you really loved this video and you would like to see even more sustainable and educational content like thrift flips, retro fashion and decor, self-love and care, cosplays, makeup, literally everything and anything that I love to create, I will post here. So if you like that kind of stuff, then please be sure to subscribe. I truly would love to have you join the channel. But if you'd like to see even more of me and more frequently, then you can follow my Instagram at kel.sharp, where I post pretty much the same type. Then you can follow my Instagram at kel.sharp, where I post pretty much the same type of content, just in photo and short video format. Thank you so much for staying tuned, and I really hope that you guys have a super fabulous, joyful, and safe week. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye.